Okay, Italian hamburger 101. My first homemade hamburger in Italy. I did have a hamburger in Italy about a year ago. Was really surprised to see them up on the hill in Perugia. And I thought, oh, this is just for tourists. Not so. Not so. Apparently the Italians have done exactly with the hamburger what they've done with everything in the world, and it's why their civilization is so robust and powerful, I think. They keep their eyes open when it comes to looking for good things, particularly food, but not just food. And if they like it, they make it better. They find out how to make it better. So in any case, I'm getting some garlic going here because the hamburgers here, the patties, come from the butcher on the hill who grinds the meat right in front of your eyes. And one of the things they've done to make it better is, of course, the Italian meat. Let's start off with no preservatives, I've got some onion peel there. No preservatives, no antibiotics, all that sort of thing, okay? It's just pure meat. That means it's not seasoned because she cuts it off a piece of meat, nice piece of meat, grinds it in front of you. So you have to season it yourself, which is a little bit more work, but it's kind of fun work that the Umbrians seem to love. And I am growing very fond of too, which is making it better. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to make an Italianized sort of a hamburger. I do like onions, so I'm going to cook a little bit of garlic in oil. Then I'm going to cook the onions up, set those to a side. I'll put in a little bit of pepperoncino for zest. Then cook the hamburgers. Then the buns are going to get split and cooked in the juices that are left over a little bit. And then we decide whether or not we're going to put some mayo on it and put it together and call it a hamburger. Onion and garlic frying trick. So see how big the burner is? That means the garlic is right at the center there, not exactly over the flame. The flame's right under the onion here. So I'm just going to let those onions clear up a little bit. Not going to brown them at all. Hopefully the garlic stays nice and light. And then on come the burgers. I forgot, a little bit of pepperoncino went on there. And that will get down into the oil when I give these things a flip in just a minute. They're starting to cook and sizzle a little bit there. Just want to let them clear. And then when they flip, they're all going to turn into onion rings with garlic mixed in with it. And that will go pretty well on the burger then. Oh, important thing to note while these are cooking away here. The burgers. I said they grind the meat right in front of you and then mix it and form it into patties and away you go. They have a very, very thin piece of plastic on them to keep the burger from sticking to the machine and right to each other, so you have to peel that off. This particular combination, well, the butcher on the hill asked me, what do you want? You want beef and pork, or do you want pure beef or pure pork? I didn't know. So my answer, I thought, for once I was thinking quickly on my feet there. I said, what does John Marco get? John Marco can cook, let me tell you. And she said, oh, he gets turkey and pork. So I've got turkey and pork here. I don't know if that's the best in the world, or maybe he's getting them that way for health reasons, but the turkey and the pork I think is going to make a good burger. And especially with a little bit of zest from the onions and the garlic and the peppers. So yeah, okay, I'm going to go back to keep an eye on these things. Yeah, it's time. They're starting to clear. So I'm just going to go ahead like this and give them a flip. And the ones that don't cooperate, I'll just get the fork in there and flip them that way. There's a couple here not cooperating very well. Yeah, see, oh, look at this. How nice this is with the pepperoncino in there and the garlic in there and all oily. It's just going to cook a little bit more. And they'll be ready for the burger. Okay, out with the onions. You guys just hang on there. Stay warm. Should probably put a plate over that bowl to keep them a little bit warmer. And then in go the burgers. To that oil which has picked up garlic and pepperoncino tastes. Oh, another piece of onion skin. Okay. And now let's see what John Marco and company think of this. Which is something my grandmother Bust used to do. It was called a sizzle burger. A little bit of green parents and that. That's not symmetrical. I'm going to have to use a flipper. Anyway, you know, decent Worcestershire sauce is a little bit better than, I mean, it's got a lot more flavors going on than salt. It does add some saltiness to it. But if there's any issue with turkey and pork, which there shouldn't be, I'm kind of certain that this Lee & Perrins is going to take it over the top. But we'll see. Okay, let's try this again. See if we can both flip. Try to get things kind of symmetrical there at the end of the pan. And flip. Oh, a little bit of luck involved there, but I think getting them lined up nicely with the nice and straight with this perpendicular to it helped. Okay, so I did pour just a splash more oil in there. This pan's a little bit dry to my liking to get them to. I don't think the crispiness that we got there is going to be a bad thing. Oh, see, I didn't line them up nice. Let's see if that one flipped and not the other one. Ho, ho, ho. Getting good at this, maybe. It's too soon to make a statement like that, but yeah, those are looking pretty good. All right. Okay. Yeah, a couple more minutes here, and these guys are going to be ready to take out, put with the onions under here waiting for them. And then the buns go in the pan for a little bit. And then I've got to make a decision here about what to put on it. I don't have ketchup. I do have mustard. I have mayonnaise. Oh, I have red peppers. Okay. I think instead of lettuce and tomato, I'm going to put some red sweet peppers on there. Okay, those burgers are done. And they're going to go in here on the onions. They can just go in there and stay warm and keep the onions hot. And then my bun here is going to go in here a little bit at a time. Get a little toasting going on. I think I can do 2 at a time there. In the meantime, I'm going to cut up this pepper. And that, actually, I'm going to just set the buns right on here because they're a good insulator. Let me just make a general statement here about planning. Because just deciding midstream to incorporate this pepper, oh, you can get away with that sort of thing in cooking. There are definitely many things that you don't have that kind of flexibility. And I'm working with something now, came onto my radar called Lichtenberg engraving or wood burning. It's a wood treatment technique that's very, very cool, but very dangerous. There's a lot of people that are working with forces they don't understand enough. So that's something I'm doing here after I'm done with lunch. Okay, so while we're waiting for the other half of the buns to toast up here, let's I got some mayonnaise on them. I made a fatal error here. Well, not quite fatal, but these are the 2 halves of the same bun, which means I'm going to have, oh no, it'll work out. I can just put the other half, the flat half with this one. Never mind. It's going to be okay. So let's see. That's enough pepper, I guess. I'm going to put one more in there. This is nice sweet red pepper. These things are the ones they roast, and they're awesome. And then on goes my bun, or my burger. Boom. Burger. I was debating mustard. I don't think it's... You can have too much of a good thing, I suppose. And then let's get our onion on there. A little onion for you. Okay. A little more for this one. Oh, that looks good. It smells good too. And these burgers are darn near toasted here. Buns. So check them out. All right, toast them. It's toasted enough. A little crispy around the edges. They're nice fresh buns. Oh, wait, you go on this one. And that little, I had that little bit in the center there, so I had it sitting on the burger, keeping the burgers warm. Now that juice, dang it, that juice just can't just sit there like that. I'm gonna have to, make use of that, because that's gonna be Worcestershire and olive oil with all that garlic and pepperoncino taste in there. So that's gonna be good stuff. Waste not, want not, right? Didn't Ben Franklin say that? He was an old grandfather of electricity. Lucky he made it. All right, that's lunch. Actually, on any normal day, one of these bad boys would have been more than enough for lunch. But we were out on a hike this morning, so I'm gonna probably eat 1.5 of these, and maybe Coco will get half. Something like that. Here goes. Okay, so that first bite, I missed the burger. It was just onions and peppers and mayo and the bread. And it was really good. Second bite, got some of the burger. And it's also really good. So I'm gonna chalk this down in the win column. And anytime I feel like a hamburger, it's traditional food here now. They have taken over the hamburger, made a higher form of a burger out of it, and damn, that's a smart survival strategy. For thousands of years, they've been watching trade and new things go through, new ideas, new foods, new all kinds of everything new. Looking at it, and somehow as a culture, they've remained to be friendly and keep that skepticism and keep the good, throw out the bad. So I'm going to try to be good because I like this place. And okay, I'm going to finish lunch. Grab a burger. Bon appetit.